Boys, very special one today. A lot of you guys are dealing with this and it's holding your potential back. So I figured why not drop another slideshow banger, right? So I'm going to be teaching you guys how to kill your laziness. Stop being a bitch, stop making excuses, and everything I used to do that was holding me back from actually reaching my potential, developing my mindset, and actually helping me make gains in the gym, right? So I'm going to be teaching you guys this in 5 simple steps. So without further ado, man, let's get right into it. Alright, so when I was 16 to 18, man, I didn't even realize it, but I was killing my potential day to day. Day to day, man, I was killing the things I wanted to actually accomplish before I even started, right? So, brief backstory, I was very athletic in high school, played a lot of basketball, and I was very popular in high school. And this is me at 16, but I literally looked like that until I was 18. And man, I was shredded as fuck. Don't get me wrong, but I was small as shit. I was 80 pounds. 80 pounds. You can't look at this kid right here and be like, oh, that's a 16-year-old. That's an 18-year-old. Hell no. Right? But the thing is, I was letting girls and cheap dopamine rule my life, right? Everything I was doing was for girls. And everything I was doing fucking in my spare time was cheap dopamine. Like video games, TikTok at the time, and jerking off was the biggest one in watching porn, which is I'm going to be talking about later, right? So, the turning point, right? Man, I just fucking, when I was 18, I dropped out of university and I was like, fuck, man, I'm going to get my shit together. This is how it's going to go, or else I'm fucking not going to live a fulfilled life, right? So, this is me literally yesterday. This is my pump yesterday. And, man, if you look at that and you look at that, that's not even the same person. So, yeah. Man, the first one, procrastination kills. It is literally the number one killer of potential, right? Because if you're talking about all these things you're going to do and you never do them and you wait to the last moment, man, you're never going to get there because there's always someone out there doing more than you and they actually want it. But you need to ask yourself, how bad do you want it, right? So, the number one thing for me was the fear of failure. I wanted to live in comfortability, man. I wanted to be comfortable and make sure there was something on the other side for me, right? But you need to reassure yourself that no matter the risk, no matter how big your dreams are, that as long as you persevere and stay consistent and actually take action on your goals every day, that there's no way you can fail, right? There's no way. There's no simple way you can fail. And you're going to self-sabotage yourself if you don't think this way, right? Because you're telling your mind something, and you know that the mind will believe whatever you tell it. Is a thing you guys don't understand, right? If you tell your mind that you can't do something, it's going to believe you and you're not going to fucking follow through with it. So you need to tell yourself, boom, I can do whatever I put my mind to. And that's how you're going to win in this life, as long as you take action after the fact, right? And a lot of you guys are suffering from analysis paralysis. A lot of you guys, man. And I used to suffer from this too. But you just need to do it. It's literally so simple. You hear a lot of people giving you all these guides on everything. Bro, it's so simple. You just do the shit. Stop being a pussy, right? And another thing, you're going to procrastinate, man. You are going to procrastinate if your energy levels are low. And the main causer of this, the main cause is jerking off. If you're jerking off, bro, holy fuck. Man, when I used to jerk off, my energy, I couldn't even actually have a good lift. I couldn't even go to the gym and put my all in because I was giving all my energy to some pixelated girls on the screen. Is that how you want to live your life, buddy? You want to jerk off to fucking girls and give them money? And you wonder why your life is shit. So, make that choice within your mind, bro. Don't fucking jerk off to a pixelated fucking human on your screen. It's not getting you anywhere. Put that energy into something that you actually want to accomplish in this life and watch how far it goes, right? And other things, obviously, weed, you got to cut out the weed, you got to cut out the video games because you're spiking your dopamine and you're not actually earning it. You're not earning the things, you're not earning the dopamine, right? And if you're not willing to risk for something greater in this life, then you might as well click off this video, bro, because that is going to be the main killer, right? If you want that comfortable lifestyle, go ahead and flip burgers, bro. I don't know, you're going to know what you're going to get out of your paycheck. But if you want to risk, start a business, whatever it is, you can do it, but it's going to come at a greater cost. All right, so we killed the procrastination, man. The second thing you're going to want to do to actually kill your laziness is finding your purpose. Finding your purpose is going to be the main drive behind those days where you don't feel like it, where you don't want to get out of bed at 4:30, man. You don't want to actually fucking work towards your goals. Because here's the thing. If you don't have that drive, you don't have that why, you're never going to accomplish anything, because that one day where you don't feel like getting up, you're going to think in your head, and the devil or whatever, that fucking shitty voice in your head telling you not to do it, is going to take over, and you're going to give in. Because guess what? You don't have a greater purpose behind everything you're doing, right? So how are you going to find your purpose? You're going to reflect on the things you're good at. You're going to reflect on your passions, right? So say you're good at basketball. Say you like the gym. And you want to teach other people how to get better at it, right? You want to teach people how to gain muscle or be a better shooter, something like that, right? You're going to want to actually set goals within those passions and fucking do it, right? Another thing, you're going to want to look in the mirror and ask yourself, is this actually what I want within this life? Or am I going to just stay the same and work a 9 to 5, do all these things, right, that I don't want to accomplish and be unfulfilled, right? And you need to ask yourself, what is keeping you from reaching your goals? What is keeping you from reaching them, right? Is it the jerking off? Is it the fucking weed? Is it the video games, right? And you need to ask yourself, why do you want it, right? Why do you feel like you deserve a better life? Why do you want to get away from the life you currently have and actually be fulfilled, man? And the last thing is, what are you willing to sacrifice? Are you actually willing to, like I just said, sacrifice all your bad habits for your greater purpose? And if you can't answer yes to that, it's not a good purpose. It's not great enough, man. All right, boys. So the third one, the fear of being average. This alone drove me to actually making a fucking crazy decision of entrepreneurship and wanting to change my life forever. Because I don't want to be average. Why should I be average when I know I'm capable of something greater, to serve others, to actually make people better people, man? And that's the same thing you should be asking yourself, right? When you leave this world, do you want to be remembered as the guy who worked in accounting in his little fucking cubicle? Or do you actually want to fucking leave something great behind for your children? Leave a fucking legacy that can be carried on for generations. Man, it's like, fucking talking about it right now makes me mad that a lot of people are just complacent in this life, right? And here's the thing. If you don't fear being average, you're going to be on your deathbed in the regret loop. And you're going to have midlife crises if you don't actually take action on what you need to do in this life. Because the man who actually takes action and does everything he knows he needs to do in order to reach his goals, instead of the man who fucking works a 9 to 5 and goes to school and does everything his parents say and, lives for others, that kind of guy. The difference between those guys is they fear being average. That's the difference, right? And one of them the man who actually takes action on his goals, who's going to be fulfilled, is not going to be in that regret loop. And the guy who fucking works in his cubicle for the rest of his life and gets his 401k and all these shits, right? Is going to fucking hate his life when he's on his deathbed, bro. And another thing, man, the third point, you're comparing yourself wrong. I see a lot of people, like, I've talked to old friends and they're like, man, I'm doing great, man. I'm in university. I'm doing all these things, man. Like, I'm getting back in the gym. Like, nobody's doing it like me. And I'm like thinking in my head, like, what do you mean? What do you mean, bro? There's a whole bunch of people fucking making millions of dollars, doing more than you, fucking doing it when they don't want to, waking up early. It just goes to show, like, that if you compare yourself to a fucking shit of a human being, like, the person, like, the average Joe today is literally not even a comparable figure. Because the average Joe today fucking jerks off, like, literally until they're 30, 40 for the rest of their life. Eats chips, sits on the couch, fucking horrible family, right? You need to compare yourself to the fucking millionaire, to the billionaire, to those who fucking actually get what they want out of this life because of their fucking ambition, right? You can't compare yourself to Joe Schmo and fucking be like, oh, why am I not seeing the results I want? Like, it just kills me, man. It kills me to think that some people actually think like they're ahead, but they're so far behind, right? That's when you're going to start being complacent. And that's when it's going to kill you, right? That is when it's going to kill you. Because if you think, like, I was going through this the other month. I felt like I knew everything. But that is a horrible mindset to have. Like, I feel like I'm smarter than the average person, right? And I have a lot to give within this world. But comparing myself to philosophers, man, I am a fucking retard. Like, genuinely, I am not even on nowhere near their level. Nowhere near their level. Which is another thing, man. You should not be satisfied with your life. You should be dissatisfied. You should never be complacent. Because as soon as you seem satisfied with your life and your situation, that is when you're going to digress as a human being. That is when all your potential is going to be killed. It's literally inevitable. So, on to the next one, man. The final one, man. The habits create the man. The habits create the man. The habits are the foundation of your success. I found through my entrepreneurship journey, everything stems from your habits, right? I wake up at 4:30 a.m. every morning because I know I need to fucking get up before the sun comes up and get the work done, go to the gym, all these things, so I can be productive throughout the rest of the day without any distractions in the morning, right? And that is what's going to separate you. Your habits. Your habits, your habits, your habits. Drill it in your mind, man. Drill it in your mind that your habits are literally going to be the foundation of your success. You need to understand that your lifestyle, the lifestyle you think of in your head, is obtained strictly through personal development. Nothing else. Only personal development will get you where you want to be. Your lifestyle will never exceed the amount of personal development you have accumulated. Okay? So, the habits. Why do you do everything you do? Why do you jerk off? Right? Why do you fucking smoke weed? Is it because you're anxious? Is it because you feel depressed? Well, guess what, buddy? I'm going to solve that for you. All you have to do is take action on your goals, stop putting off everything you're talking about, and start actually fucking showing up for yourself every day, because that is what's going to cause anxiety, and it's going to build up and build up and build up and build up, right? I've been there, right? I've been there. I've told everyone I'm going to be a millionaire, and I'm going to gain all this muscle, and I'm going to start taking care of my health, and I didn't do all those things, and boom, it felt like a fucking weight on my chest. Oh, like, and boom, it all hit me at once. When I was 16, when I was 18. And we're here now, right? So onward. How to quit these bad habits that are destroying your life, right? It's so simple, right? It's so fucking simple. You look yourself in the mirror and you say, is this going to hold me back from my potential? No? Okay, I'll keep doing it. Is this going to hold me back from my potential? Oh, yes it is. Throw it out the window. Like, it's so simple. There's no fucking hacks. Like, there's a lot of fucking gurus talking about, oh, when you feel horny and you want to jerk off, go do 50 push-ups and it will solve your life. No, that shit does not work. I'm telling you, it doesn't work. You need to fucking surround your life with purpose. And if a habit does not help you with that purpose, you fucking cut it off. You need to realize that all this cheap dopamine, all this jerking off, all this weed, all this drinking, all this degenerate shit is killing your potential. The difference between you becoming the man you want in this life is simply cutting off the cheap dopamine and working towards your goals every fucking day. That is the only driver. That is the only difference between your greatest self and the man you are today. Right? That's it. Alright, boys, so the only thing left to do is genuinely look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, am I going to keep going down this path that I know is going to lead me to the failure? That I know is going to keep me complacent in this life? If you say no, you know it needs to be done already. I literally showed you everything that needs to be done if you want to kill your laziness. I'm telling you, it's so simple, but it is not going to be easy. Do not get that twisted. It is not going to be easy, but stay consistent, and I believe in you, man. If no one believes in you, I believe in you because I've been in your shoes. It's going to be a fucking horrible road. Horrible road of ups and downs. But don't get too caught up in the highs and don't get too caught up in the lows. Because it's always going to be better and it can always be worse at the same time. So, man, if you actually genuinely want to transform your mindset and your physique, I'll take you to the next level. I'm telling you. I'm going to have a link in the description. It's going to be a one-on-one call with me, man. If you actually want to take yourself to that next potential, to that next fucking killer of a man you've always wanted to be. So if you hop on that call, brother, can't wait to actually meet you. Can't wait to talk to you face to face and actually help you reach your goals, reach the mindset goals, reach the physique goals. And if you're not hopping on that call, man, I hope you took some value from this, man. And like, subscribe, share with anyone you think could use this, and I'll see y'all boys in the next one.